What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Big Time Football Talk. So the last 2 weeks, I want to read off this Dalvin Cook stat line. Last week, 22 carries, 181 yards, 12 touchdowns. The week prior, 27 yards, 27 attempts, 130 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook is just on a tear right now. The first 2 games, he kind of struggled as the team struggled, but he's healthy and he is running very effectively. Cook under 63 yards the first 2 games, but with this run game and the amount of tackles he's breaking, he's already broke 21 tackles, which is just absurd. It's great to see Dalvin Cook healthy. This is a guy that's battled through injuries throughout his young NFL career, and it's great to see him thriving and healthy. But they've started to go to Justin Jefferson some more. You've seen, this Viking offense, I'm not going to write off just yet the team as a whole, because I think they're going to really get going as Dalvin Cook keeps going. And this offense, I think, is just going to keep clicking. And this is a team that just seems to keep getting better and better. And, the Minnesota Vikings, they still have Chicago and Detroit. They can obviously beat both those teams. And Green Bay is going to be a difficult challenge, but I think they can do it. You saw the first meeting against Green Bay. They were down a ton, but then got back into the game. But, don't count out this Minnesota Vikings team, especially with a healthy Dalvin Cook, because he has just looked phenomenal. He looks fast, quick. He's so strong. His upper body is so strong. He just kind of slips off of tackles. He just runs through arm tackles like it's a turnstile. It's just incredible to watch him, the way he's running the ball this year. Dalvin Cook, him and just crucial to that offense. I love to see them getting the ball to Justin Jefferson too. Didn't really understand why they didn't really get him the ball the first few weeks, but they found that they have, lightning in a bottle with Justin Jefferson and his ability to, he's not getting like a whole lot of separation, but you saw the one game against Malcolm Butler. He's able to adjust his body, make great plays on the football. So next I want to get into this. Joe Burrow is carrying a team that's lacking in talent, and it's a lot older. Also, I've seen a lot of good things from the young rookies. I love this young rookie class. But what I've yet to see Tua Tagovailoa, and I'm very anxious to see Tua play because, Joe Burrow bursting on the scene, and I just am so curious to see what Tua can do with the Dolphins team that's improved under, Brian Flores as coach. This team, plays harder, they compete. This team really want to be in games. They want to do something special here. They're building something special. You saw, their 3 draft picks weren't like, guys you really go, wow, but they're, good pieces to fill in the Dolphins roster. And Tua, just want to see him drop back there and throw those passes with zip on it like he did at Bama. I'm so curious to see how his talent translates to the NFL. I think he'll be just fine. His mobility, especially with the hip, is in question, but he's got some weapons at tight end, Gesicki and Devontae Parker, that I'll be interested to see how it works getting them the ball. So, the Cleveland Browns just defeated the Dallas Cowboys, and their offense looks so much more smooth. Jarvis Landry, that touchdown pass he threw to Beckham was magnificent. It's good to see Beckham getting the football in a variety of different ways. And this Browns offense, it really was their strength of their team is running the ball with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That's the strength of this team. This offensive line's improved. You knew Baker Mayfield wasn't going to be the guy that would just drop back and pick them apart. That's just not who we found out who he is at this point. He's a guy that's, good enough to probably get you to a Super Bowl with help of a great run game, some play action passes, and a good defense to complement it, but he's not a guy that's going to carry you to a Super Bowl primarily by himself. So the Cleveland running game, if it keeps clicking, Nick Chubb keeping it rolling, and the Cleveland Browns, this team should have a easy trip to the playoffs. And, I just want to see how this offense keeps evolving. And, does the run game, can it even keep improving? And does Beckham stay a key piece of this offense? And do they, do they keep having fun and, having Jarvis Landry even throw some passes anymore? Because that was really impressive. But good for the Browns. This is the team. They're kind of becoming the team that most people really thought they could be, and they're really clicking. So last night, Thursday Night Football, some of the key takeaways from the game I want to get to. Tampa really needs to finish drives with touchdowns. That's one thing that stood out in the game. They kicked, what was it? They kicked 4 field goals in that game. The NFL, you really see that teams that don't finish drives with a touchdown really don't end up winning the game a lot of times. That's kind of was the storyline for Tampa. And this was another game that there was a ton of penalties. The Bears will need to live with Nick Foles' ups and downs. You saw Nick Foles really struggled at the beginning. He overthrew that one that would have been an easy first down conversion. But it is who he is. He makes this team more competitive. He's their best chance to win football games. And can't believe that they were leaving Tristan Wirfs one-on-one with Khalil Mack. That's why Khalil Mack really was pretty disruptive in this game with 3 sacks. I'm surprised they didn't try to double him more often than that. That was something crazy that I couldn't believe was happening in the game. But it was a good finish. Ended up with the Bears stopping the Buccaneers with a key 4th down stop with about 30-some seconds left in the game. But, kudos to the Chicago Bears. That's a huge win over a very competitive Tampa Bay team. You saw Nick Foles was like, it's always a good night when you can frustrate Tom Brady. So, big one for the Chicago Bears. Moving forward, a team that's somehow 4-1 overall record, which is pretty crazy to me, honestly. But they keep finding ways to do it. And, so that's Thursday night little recap. But, excited for this slate of games this upcoming weekend. It's no Lions for me this weekend, which is kind of a good thing because I'll, get to key in on some other games and, watch the Lions, break my heart every week like they usually do. But so thanks for tuning into this episode of Big Time Football Talk, guys. Make sure to stay tuned for more clips from the show. Until next time, peace.